Alright, you've probably been waiting for this. We're getting now into the actual colonization of America. And here you see John Smith. John Smith, the legendary hero and one of the first founders of the colony of Jamestown. John Smith was a military man. He had gone off when he was a boy into the woods and trained himself in military fighting and armed in guns and all that kind of stuff. He later went on to fight the Turks, captured there, escaped. Just a real, his story, his life story is really an adventure. When you really do some deep study into the life of John Smith, it's really amazing. But we're here to understand what exactly he did in North America. And he was one of the founders of the Jamestown colony. And I have this map here of the Jamestown colony. And down here you'll see the lost colony of Roanoke, which we talked about in the last presentation. But here's Jamestown up here in Virginia. It was one of the first in Virginia. It was founded in 1607, and it was mainly men who went on the trip because women were thought, and women and children, it was thought that the New World was much too dangerous for women and children, although there were a few that came along the trip. However, it was mainly the men who came and settled, and then later the women and children began to be brought into the New World as little civilizations and colonies along the coasts were being built. The Jamestown colony was one of the first colonies in Virginia and in the New World itself. However, further up in the New England area, we're going to see that there's going to be a lot more colonies that are beginning to pop up everywhere, one of which is going to be founded by the Puritan Pilgrims, and we'll talk about that in the next presentation, the founding of the Plymouth colony.